Alrighty, so our opposition claims that stem cells come from, most of the belief that stem cells are human life, starts from the idea that life begins at fertilization or conception. And I think that fertilization is not always relevant because, according to how Catholic ethics guide us, cloning technically doesn't involve fertilization. So if we were to use cloning to gather stem cells, it really wouldn't be a problem of when life begins because it never really began. Also, fertilization is a process that takes about 24 hours to complete, and therefore there is not a specific moment one can point to for conception. Should a human be cloned, there would be no fertilization at all because the nucleus of the cell is placed into another cell that has its nucleus removed and is stimulated to begin cell division. So in this case, the whole idea of conception shouldn't really be a problem. The whole development of an embryo into a fetus and eventually into a child is a process, not a series of sharply defined steps, which makes it really difficult to tell precisely where a fetus is in the process of development. And if the egg is fertilized in vitro, one cell can be removed and the developmental process is not harmed. So in fact, all the cells of the blastocytes can be separated and each has the capacity to become either a whole organism or we can coax it into becoming any specialized cell in the body. So this is also kind of another way of getting around the whole conception issue. Being an individual organism is first necessary, though certainly not sufficient stage for being a person. A blastocyte is not yet a person, therefore killing the human blastocyte is not murder because there is as yet no personal subject to experience the wrong. Also, let's see here. The opposition says that America doesn't want government funding. Well, I think that they do because Americans have said they want embryonic stem cell research. In a survey that was taken March 13, 2009 by Stephen Berglet, says that at this time, 52% of Americans support President Obama's change in policy, 32% oppose Obama's decision, and 10% are undecided. The majority of Americans do not think embryonic research is wrong. From the same source, the poll found that 53% think embryonic stem cell research is not wrong, 29% believe that it is wrong, and 18% are undecided. And embryonic stem cells are just a ball of cells and not a person. So ultimately, one has to put themselves in the position of a patient or a relative of a patient who is in amazing amount of pain and could die unless stem cells are used. If you were in that situation, would you not value your life or the life of a loved one above a ball of cells? Thank you.